it's your girl Noxie and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to those who have subscribed to my channel, and if you're new to the family, be sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get on with today's video. I will be talking about Kevin Samuel's video where he talks about single women keeping other women single. Shout out to him, his channel has just hit the 1 million subscribers. So if you ever doubted his advice, well, maybe now it's time to give him a little bit of credit and some faith. So without further ado, let's get right into the video.
And today we want to talk about something that I think is exceptionally important. Are modern women blind? Or modern women are blind? One thing that I've noticed about women who are trying to be the best versions of themselves, they tend to attract women who honestly may not be in their best interest. Why do I say that? Well, because modern women are often blind, not to the schemes and wiles of modern men. Oh no, women have been well schooled on how to watch out for ain't shit men and don't let him do this, girl, and da 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 da. Women are often told, are on the lookout for what to do with men. But modern women are often blind to the manipulations. Got to get these likes up, folks. To the manipulations of your friends. So ladies, we're going to talk about it. Ladies, do not allow your friends to manipulate you. What do I mean? Do not allow your friends to manipulate you. I've talked to several women over the course of the last year, many of whom are on track to become wives, mothers, PhDs.
I'm a PhD.
Trying to do the second half of life better than the first half, etc. at all. And then something that ends up happening. Inevitably, there's a bunch of starting and stopping. And it is always the same thing. Single women keeping women single. Ladies, I say that for a reason. It's not to be pejorative. It's not to be dismissive. Single women keep women single.
I'm a PhD.
Because the women who allow themselves to be manipulated by their friends do a disservice to men. That's right, I goddamn said it. You do a disservice to us. Why? Because you are the women that should be on the arms of a suitable man, a high value man, a productive, competitive, successful man, a Henry, a hit squad, an average Aaron, a regular Greg. You should be on the arm of a man going off into the sunset, making a family, building a future. But no. Here comes your weak ass, emotionally draining, vampire, life-sucking ass friend. She wants to make you her emotional freaking tampon. I said it. Ladies, stop allowing your friends to manipulate you because they're stuck. You're over here watching the channel saying, oh my God, I didn't recognize this. I didn't see this. This is a problem area. I want to get better. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to all the women who are out here trying to use muses. But no, you got women around you who are trying to hold crabs in the barrel. I don't care, because I'm tired of seeing so many modern women who are being stuck because of their friends. Well, I feel so bad for her. I feel so sad. You're stuck because you're blind to the manipulations of your friends. They envy you. One of the original sins.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause the video right there before we can proceed. Mr. Samuel says, okay, when friends start seeing you get into good relationships, start making connections with other people, they are going to drag you down and maybe feel sorry for themselves because they're not getting dates. Oh my God, you have a date. And possibly maybe start saying bad things about your connection that are gonna make you dread the relationship or not really do what you should be doing. I'm just gonna give you a backstory of my situation when I was oversharing, and that's something people should be mindful of. Oversharing your business with friends. I know when you meet somebody, you just feel like, yeah, the whole world should know, and that's how I used to be. But because I've been there and I've done that and it didn't work. I really understand what Kevin Samuels is saying. And I think that's a mistake that most women make when you're now in a relationship. You feel like, you should involve your friends, you should ask for advice and all of those things. But why would you ask for relationship advice from a person who's not in a relationship? You cannot get weight loss advice from a person who's overweight. So I think you should be careful of who you decide to confide in and tell your business, because your single friends don't have the answers. And when I was oversharing my business, it got to a point where my friend started being jealous, to a point where she started saying, but don't you think you're acting overly in love? Or don't you think you shouldn't call your boyfriend this? And I'm like, why does it even matter to her what I call my boyfriend? What does it matter if I call him sweetheart, honey, babe? What does that matter? And at what stage of the relationship should you start calling your person babe? I don't know. Like, do you take 2 weeks? Do you take 3 weeks? Like, if I want to do it early or late, it should be up to me to decide, not my friends. So I felt like because I was oversharing and they knew too much, they now started thinking they could make decisions for my relationship, which was unhealthy. And I took the stand and I had to cut those friends off so I could serve myself. Put yourself first. But most women are not going to go down that route. They are probably going to listen to their friends' advice and act cheesy on a guy who's probably serious about you and wants to take things to the next level. If I had listened to that advice, I would be in a position where I'm uptight. I'm not even trying to graduate to the next level because somebody thinks it's inappropriate or too soon. Like, don't let your friends decide anything for you. It's your relationship. Keep them out of your business. Unless they are in a good relationship themselves and you feel like you can trust them, maybe ask questions. But don't go around asking single people for advice when you're in a relationship. It doesn't work like that. So I don't know if you guys have any encounter with single friends that have influenced your relationship negatively, that you now know you could have done better. If you guys have a backstory, make sure you hit me up in the comment section. Let me know how that went for you. Let me know how you dealt with it. And, we're just going to watch the rest of the video and hear what else Kevin Samuels has to say.
Think about it. You going to the movies, a new movie coming out. Can we bring Shirley? Fuck Shirley. Shirley go get her own date. Shirley ain't got nobody to hang out with. I feel so bad for Shirley. Shirley's had it rough on her life. And then you got to sit there like a fool because you trying to be a decent dude. Well, not guys today. Guys are like, man, you need to check that. No, Shirley can't come. And if you say Shirley can't come, then you look like the bad guy. Then you got your woman sitting here feeling like you're being evil or mean because you won't let Big Shirley come to the movies, which y'all will be a third wheel. Knowing good and damn well, as soon as Shirley gets the whiff of a man, she's going to drop her so-called friend. Why is this important? Look at him, ladies. Thank you. F Shirley. That's right. What'd he say? What'd the brother say? F her.
Guys, I cannot agree more with what this guy just said. If I could subscribe 10 times to this channel, I would, because clearly this is an age-old thing that happens and that we are not aware of as the youth. If I knew that you don't bring your friends along to dates, I wouldn't have, because honestly, how can he know and how can I relate so much to the topic when we're not even in the same country? That means if I went through it, if he knows it, you are most likely going to go through it too, and your friend and your other friend. So be very mindful of this, okay? There's a friend of mine that I decided to bring along when I was trying to make a connection with somebody, yeah? And by the end of the day, when she wanted to go home, I was like, okay, please drop off my friend wherever she lives, out of my good heart and kindness. So anyway, this is what happened. She got in the car, she got driven home, and later on that day, she messaged me to say, We had so much fun, we went back to his house because he just wanted to drink some water or something stupid like that. I don't even remember what she said, but it was along the lines of they ended up hanging out without me and they formed their own connection. And it was like she backstabbed me. But can I really blame her? I can only blame myself. But I realized that you don't bring your friends on dates because A, they're going to want to date your man because they're the single Shirley that Kevin is talking about. Or B, they're just going to advise you against the relationship and say all the bad things that are going to spite your man. But I don't like his shoes though. Only because they're jealous. But I don't like his teeth though. He's a bit weird. Like, what's it got to do with them? It's your relationship. So all that single women tendencies that just want to keep other women down, I do not agree with. Okay, I 100% agree with Kevin Samuels. Keep your single friends away from your dates and all of that stuff. Like when you're now in a relationship and you wanna, maybe stay indoors instead of going out with your single friends, and now your friends are starting to say, oh my God, you're acting different. You're now in a relationship. You don't want to hang out with us. You don't want to do this and that. Like, I'm not gonna be out there acting single when I'm in a relationship, just so I can make you guys feel better about yourselves. You know what I mean? So I feel like because of that, some people feel the peer pressure, end up going out with their single friends, and then as a result, the relationship doesn't really work out. And you start asking questions like, don't follow people, don't follow the masses, okay? Do your own thing. If you feel like this is best for you, just do it, regardless of what your friends say. And even guilt tripping you into coming out with them and saying, oh, you're now reserved, you're now acting different. Like, it doesn't make any sense because clearly they don't understand your life and what you've chosen. So why even bother hanging out with people like that?
Your friend is married with kids, then they don't want to see your single bald-headed ass at their house every day because you can't get a woman. But that is far less often than with women. Men tend to self-segregate and have a little pride and say, I'm not going to encroach on my man's name. I'm not going to do that. He's with his girl. I'm going to go find me a woman and we can double date. And here's the sad thing. Let me take a step back. And usually if a guy does do this, men don't recognize they're doing this. Even though it's jacked up that they may do it, I can honestly say I have not met a man who actually recognized he was doing this. I can honestly say that I have not met a woman who did not recognize that she was doing this. They know they're doing it. The ones that don't recognize it is you.
And even I have been in the third person position, like third wheeling in someone's party. And at the end of the party, the boyfriend tried to come to me and whisper some things in my ear saying, oh, I like you and all of that stuff. And I made sure that I didn't entertain that stuff for one. And I didn't tell the person about the incident because obviously I wasn't trying to ruin her mood or her party or her relationship. But let me know in the comment section what you would do if you're in a situation like that. If your friend's boyfriend makes a pass at you, how do you respond to that? Do you tell your friend that it happened or you just ignore him and move on with your life? Like, how would you handle something like that? I'll be interested to know. So make sure you hit me up in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so we can have more meaningful conversations like these, because this is real things that happen on your day-to-day life. So, keep the conversation going. These things are going to help us learn how to be better individuals. Yeah. And anyway, I didn't entertain the incident. I didn't tell my friend. I just moved on with my life. But because I was in that third person position, the guy started trying to do some funny things. All that means is I was the single friend in that room. So my friend really shouldn't have brought me to that room because I didn't have a partner. So if you're bringing your friends along that don't have a date, it's not gonna go too well, So make sure you have friends that also are in relationships so you guys can hang out as couples and not just, single people hanging out with single people, because anything can happen. Bad advice, bad vibes, all of that stuff that you don't need in your relationship, you guys. So let me know your experience with being a third wheel, in a relationship, in someone's relationship or date, being single, And let me know if your friend has ever come on a date with you guys, you and your partner, and how that went for you guys. So I'll be very interested to know. But I think I've brushed on the most important parts, like keep your single friends away from your relationship, be it advice or literal hanging out. You know, don't do any of that stuff, because it's gonna bring you unnecessary problems that can be avoided. You don't have to stop being friends with them. You know, you just have to keep your relationship healthy, like have boundaries, don't overshare, have your, you know, your space to yourself and your man. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Let me know if you'd like me to do more videos like these. Make sure you drop me a comment in the comment section and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.